So this week's chapter was chapter 8 on gender, and I found it to be fairly interesting. I do sort of want to talk in class more about the difference between sex and gender. I understand that gender is more of a preference thing, your sexual preference, or how you choose to associate. My personal thoughts on that is if it's like opening a can of worms for me. I could be wrong. Is my perspective. I'm open minded and I'm willing to hear it out. But for me, it, it feels like a can of worms. Like I said, if you let one person associate as one thing, then that's perfectly fine. What's and we validate it and we recognize it in society, that will become a thing. What's to stop somebody else to say, I see myself as this, and we have to validate that too. And I'm talking about like drastic things like, oh, let's say I associate as a dog and you have to recognize me as a dog. It just wouldn't make sense to me. It'd be a lot of very messy concept to try to like put on paperwork. Um, Another thing that I hope you talk about more in class is um, the multiple sexes, which kind of confuses me because I feel like biologically there are maybe three. I say maybe because maybe there are like another subsect of intersex that could add a fourth, fifth, or however many. But to my knowledge, it's male, female, and intersex, the in between, or we could fall either way, or just biological anomalies. Male penis, female vagina, intersex, depending on unfortunately, depending on what the doctor decides, it ends up being what they are. But for the most part, those are the two concepts that I feel are kind of interesting and I kind of want to discuss because I am kind of unsure how to feel about those two. But I am open minded and I'd rather have a civilized discussion to see, to open up perspectives. But yeah.